Okay, this is a court case, so I have to give you a little bit of background and a little explanation. All right. I wasn't sure if I was going to cover this because I found it a little late. I think you all know by now that I do scour the internet a little bit to see what's going on in the court universe, but sometimes court cases grab me and sometimes they don't, and then I have to weigh what the subject matter is and whether I want to cover it or not. Because I don't like to just cover things for the sensationalism value. I don't do that. I also try to stick to the facts and what I know, and I try to stick with the truth, and I don't try to stick with you know, speculation at all if I can avoid it. And if I do put in my thoughts, I'll say it's just my thoughts. So, you know, those are a few things I do when I cover a case. Um, but this one kind of grabbed me, but kind of perplexed me, and it went by two names. It was known as the Deadly Daughter Trial, or the uh, Dangerous Daughters. Like they had a play on the words for two different viewings of it. Okay, to give you guys a little background, this case was a 15-year-old girl who was charged as an adult because allegedly, and I guess now she did it because she was convicted, but she was just convicted on Friday. So, um, but she unalived one of her parents, and then after she did that, she invited a friend over to see. I don't know. So yeah, that kind of like I was kind of confused and just shocked. So I didn't watch the whole trial. I didn't. Um, but I happened to see the verdict, and it came in on Friday. Like I said, this was after 5 days, and this was in Mississippi. So apparently, there are a few states who, when the verdict comes in, you get the sentence kind of at the same time. So, but that's rare. I think I've only seen it. I think this is number two. All the other I've seen, you have the trial and then the sentencing phase is later. So, um, okay. And also, I wasn't sure if I wanted to cover it because she's still a teenager, so you know. But I guess the crimes were to a level where they considered her as an adult, so they charged her as an adult. Okay. Here's what I know. Here's what I saw. When she was sentenced, she had no remorse whatsoever. Um, it didn't look like she cried. She totally didn't mad, sad, any of that. And she was found guilty on both counts. And she was uh, sentenced with 2 life sentences for the crimes. So, um, now I know this isn't the first time it's happened with somebody younger than 18, but it's one of the few times I've seen someone that age get that kind of sentence. So it was kind of shocking at first, but then when I heard allegedly what she did, I kind of understood why at that point. So yeah. So sorry, I didn't cover this from the word go, but you know, uh, yeah, kind of sad. It's kind of, I kind of understand now more than I did before why people say that no one ends up happy because if it's an unaliving, the person is still gone and there is no relief really because you can't bring the person back And I think at that point, all you're trying to do is kind of make it as best as you can, but there is no good outcome. Yeah. Okay. Bye, everybody.